Cloud and Barney here with me.
A lot of the dogs in Romania, they do get dumped. It does happen quite often, sadly.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into this, please make sure you subscribe. If you're new here, my name is Izzy and I'm a journalist, and I make videos here on YouTube where I visit different animal shelters. I speak to them about the work they do, but also raising awareness on different topics and issues, and speaking about the challenges that they face day to day. I also speak to different charities and organisations about how they help animals change people's lives. This can be from hearing dogs to guide dogs to animal assisted therapy. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this, and let's find out where we are off to today. So today we're off to Pawprints2freedom in Cheshire. Now they are a dog rescue that rescue and rehome dogs in the UK, but also Romania. Now Romania has over 600,000 dogs on their streets, and the pet ownership culture over there is extremely low, meaning a lot of these are stray dogs, and in a lot of cases, sadly, they are killed in very brutal ways. But over the past few years, thousands of dogs have been imported from Romania over to the UK, with over 60,000 during the pandemic year of 2020. And Pawprints2freedom do have a site in Romania as well as one here, and a lot of the dogs they rescue here in the UK come from Romania. So I'm going to meet a couple today and find out a little bit more about their story, as well as why the stray dog crisis is so big over there in Romania, and why there's so many dogs like the ones they have in their shelter who come over there from here and have to be rescued from there. So yeah, let's head to Cheshire and speak to the team at Pawprints2freedom. I'm here at Pawprints2freedom, and I have got Cloud and Barney here with me, and I'm going to find out a little bit more about their story as well as the work that everyone here does. How did Pawprints2freedom all start?
So it started in 2017. So Rebecca, the trustee who founded Pawprints, she was pregnant with her first child, Ollie. She'd already adopted a dog from Romania, 2 dogs actually, and she just wanted to do something to help the situation. So just thought about sort of trying to bring 1 or 2 dogs over every month, you know, just doing her part, and Pawprints just grew and grew and grew to where we are now. So now, you know, the kennels in Cheshire, they've been open since 2021, and they sort of provide that lifeline for dogs that may not get a chance, if they need that bit of rehabilitation, as well as just being out there in the community as well.
And what would you say the main ethos is here and what you stand for?
The main ethos, is just making sure that every dog has a chance. You know, we just want to make sure that every dog goes to the right home with a loving family. So we just want to try and make that the most accessible route for everyone.
And what sort of topics and issues do you feel like need more awareness when it comes to dog welfare and people adopting dogs in particular, and things like that?
I think the biggest topic is probably around breeding. Obviously within the UK there's a lot of backyard breeders that do breeding to profit from it. In European countries it's more education around dogs and what they are, that they're not really seen as pets in some of the Eastern European countries. So it's just making sure that people are educated, and just, you know, simple education really for a lot of people would make the world of difference. In the UK it's as simple as stricter laws on breeding, and, you know, the irresponsible breeding and the irresponsible breeds as well.
And is that a particular issue when people are buying dogs online? Because I know that's quite common. People tend to just go on the internet and go, oh yeah, here's a dog. But is that something people should be aware of?
Yeah, I think especially if you do see a dog advertised as free, I think there must be something happening in the situation which is probably too good to be true. I do think if you are going down the breeding route, you should make sure you are going with a reputable breeder, and that they've got all the, you know, microchip, the vaccinations, all the health documents. If you're not and you are adopting and fostering, it's still, again, the best thing to do is to go through a charity to do it, so you make sure that you know you're getting what you kind of paid for. Winnie, come on. In the sense that you know a little bit more, you've got that rescue backup. You're not just getting a certain dog and you're actually ending up with another, which I think is some of the cases where people have brought dogs online and they just end up with any old dog. It's very risky.
And just to sort of round this off then, what are the hopes for the future here at Pawprints?
So I think the hopes is to get some bigger kennels here in the UK, so we can, one, sort of help support the UK dogs a lot more and bring over more dogs as well that need our help. In terms of Romania, so we're currently hoping to get some land and to build our own kennels. At the moment we just have a public shelter contract, so we're just hoping to sort of take the next step and have our own shelter in Romania. And I think in terms of the rescuers itself, it's to just keep on growing and keep on doing the fantastic work that all the volunteers and staff are doing.
So who have we got here?
This is Cloud, and this is Barney, the other one, who is her dad.
And how did they end up at Pawprints2freedom?
So in Romania, one of the shelters we work with were dumped with mum, dad, so mum is Penny, dad is Barney, and the 5 pups, so Cloud, Goose, Ada, Otis, Clove, and we ended up taking them all in because we just couldn't bear the thought of the whole family just being dumped and coming away.
And so is this something that happens quite a lot then with the dogs that you have here?
Yeah, so with a lot of the dogs in Romania, they do get dumped if they're either pregnant or if they have just had a litter of dogs. Spaying's not a very common thing in there, so that, yeah, it is something that does happen quite often, sadly.
Thank you so much to the team at Pawprints2freedom for speaking to me today. If you enjoy these videos, please make sure you subscribe and give this a thumbs up. I've got some really interesting shelters lined up for you, so do stay tuned and I shall see you very soon.